2 by 2. One of Ross Chastain on the inside of that front row. Christopher Bell, the pole winner on the outside. They had to wait a little bit longer, but the fans are about to see the start. We're racing in Michigan.
Lined up on that inside. Pretty good organization on both lines. Look at the push. The 54 is giving Ross Chastain down into turn 1. Ross going to slide up in front of the 20 and take his air away and clear for the lead.
Caution just coming out as Kyle Busch was on the inside of Ryan Blaney. And as Ryan Blaney was going by, Kyle Busch went around. Take a look.
Kyle down to the bottom of the racetrack and just up the racetrack into the door of the 12, and that brings him right around.
Just two guys racing hard for position. See right here, Kyle has forward momentum. Feels like he can get up the racetrack, starts up the racetrack. That contact you spoke about just gets him turned around and contact in the wall. Not sure how much damage it is.
And so we are about to get ready to go green again. Martin Truex Jr. and Ty Gibbs making up row 1. Back underway, short a car, and Kyle Busch in the garage as we see a big push from the 17 of Buescher, as well as the 9 of Chase Elliott pushing that front row, but it works best for Martin Truex Jr. A big wreck for Chase Elliott. It looked like the right rear had come down and up into the wall. He went.
Yeah, you can see, watch how quickly this race car comes around. You can see everything felt good, and then immediately it went around. Big hit for Chase Elliott. Watch the sparks fly out from underneath this car. See right there, right rear tire came apart, and he's along for the ride right now.
He was a team that decided to not come to pit road, but I don't think anyone expected to have any sort of tire issues. This is the same right side tire we've run here in Michigan before. You mentioned it, just a big rear impact, very square on the rear bumper, and you see the back of this car. Unlike last year, you see some deformation.
6 laps to go in stage 1. Gibbs, Keselowski, Suarez, 5 drivers that did not come to pit road and haven't been there yet. Look at them spread out, 4 wide.
The winner right now out of all this is Bubba Wallace up into 2nd place. Ty Gibbs as well sitting there in 3rd. Suarez trying to get into the top 5 here. All 3 of those drivers right around the cut line needing these stage points.
Suarez coming back on the inside, but Martin Truex Jr. runs away, and he's going to win stage 1.
Car in the wall, off turn 4, Rick. Car in the wall, I think it's the 24, William Byron. Hard contact.
Byron slow on the track now. The caution comes out for the end of the stage, as well as the 24 of Byron.
He was running 9th and just shot into the wall.
Yeah, Rick, and I think the clock's about to run out in the damaged vehicle policy here. They're trying to get repairs done, but for both right front and right rear, they're probably not going to make it. The implications here, they really felt like they still had a shot at the regular season title. That's going to be an awfully tough task now with going out early here in Michigan and only 3 races left in the regular season.
As you mentioned it, the clock did run out. They would have had to have gotten off pit road to stop the clock. Now, Bowman on the high side as we get ready for the restart. And stage 2 is underway. That's Erik Jones in the 43. The Allegiant blue 43 on the inside. And pretty good momentum now. He'll be door to door as they come off of 2.
Austin Dillon really uncomfortable there on the bottom of the racetrack, now out to the outside. A lot of guys had to make some moves to try not to make contact with the 3 car there.
Erik Jones aggressively side drafting Alex Bowman.
Trying to drive up the racetrack and take his line away. Pushes him up into the dirt.
Oh, we got a spin.
Hard contact. Josh Berry in the 42. And again, Josh Berry subbing for Noah Gragson. Take another look at what happened.
He's just on the bottom of the racetrack, and Corey LaJoie drives under him, but he was already loose before Corey got there. You see him starting to come around.
Nice job by the 54, realizing what was happening in front of him, getting out of the gas. Another big rear impact.
Bowman's going to come down the racetrack, try to do the same thing. Going to be able to race off into turn one. Oh, Christopher Bell spinning.
And will he collect anyone? He gets into the wall. Caution comes out. Bell fighting for the lead. Spins on his own, and into the wall he goes.
He was trying to drive.
We're rolling, guys.
He was trying to drive into turn one, just take the line away, right? And the 48 of Bowman was not having it. Two drivers going for the same piece of racetrack.
Tyler Reddick is on the inside. Alex Bowman is going to restart on the outside with Martin Truex Jr. behind him. Kyle Larson behind Reddick as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Moving out of line, we saw Eric Jones in the 43. Bowman now chasing after Reddick as Reddick has taken the lead away from him.
And out the window from Alex Bowman, not sure what that was in reference to. Teammate behind him.
Maybe he didn't get as big a push as he wanted from Kyle Larson.
Oh, look, contact right there between the 7 and 12. More contact.
And caution has come out. We'll see if that's for NASCAR. And precipitation. Don't see anyone spun around on the racetrack, so we believe this is for weather.
So much speed here, you know, over 200 miles per hour.
We're going to try it again. Over 19 hours of red flag and about ready to get the green flag here in Michigan. 81 laps are complete of a 200 lap race, 119 still to go. 38 will be remaining in stage 2. Green flag is back in the air. Top 2, door to door as they come out of 2.
Even with 2 off to the 23. Still hanging at your door.
Bubba Wallace to the inside here, 3 wide down the back straightaway. He's going to clear into the lead.
A huge run for Bubba Wallace, and he takes the lead at Michigan. Brad Keselowski in the 6 trying the same move on the bottom of the racetrack.
Here comes Martin Truex Jr. back on the outside. Big run down the back, down the front straightaway on that outside line. Brad Keselowski trying to hold him up as much as possible.
Now it's Dave Ellens, so it was tempered excitement. It looks like we have a caution for the 41.
Yeah, the 41 in turn 2 looks like he might have got up into the wall, and you see a lot of damage on the back of that car. He was running 23rd.
I think he's all right damage-wise. I believe he just got a right rear tire going down. He recognized that right away going off into turn 1. Slowed the car down, didn't get into the fence at all, but that's the second tire that we've seen today, the second right rear tire we've seen today fail. This was an issue with this car last year. I feel like a lot of the teams had understood what to do to avoid this, but now we've had 2 today. The teams may be getting close to that sort of, getting close on air pressure that may be dangerous, as far as trying to find speed in this car.
And Kim, Steve nailed it. That's what the call is for also his teammate Denny Hamlin. They are coming down pit road with 4 fresh Goodyear tires here. Actually just going to be 2 tires here waiting on the fuel for Denny Hamlin. So yes, that makes it 1 more stop for these teams. And Denny can't get the car going. Don't know if it's stalled in the stall, and now it won't move any further. So wow, Denny Hamlin with some issues, who had one of the better cars here as the team watches helplessly as Denny sits on pit road.
You see it's not running with the flames coming out of the headers there.
So now he's trying to get this thing cranked up. There's nothing the team could do. They could go get him and push him back into the stall. Probably switching through and resetting the ECU, the electronic, or the engine control unit. It's electronic. Well, there it is, fired off, but damage already done. 11 of Denny Hamlin came in running 5th. Everyone didn't come to pit road, but of the cars that did, he will be the last off.
They got that 19 car, Truex all over the back of them now.
Look at the 19. He came to pit road on lap 102, and now look at this. The possibility exists he could win the stage.
Daniel needs to recognize that that 19 car is just faster. And how aggressive do you get right here? Don't overdrive this thing. Even if you get 8 stage points instead of 10, it's still a huge gain.
Here comes Truex high on the high side. Daniel's going to squeeze him. Truex to the inside down the front straightaway.
Tries to side draft him, and he'll do it. Truex is going to win the stage. What a run for the 19 team. Sweep stage 1 and 2. The 17 on the outside of Buescher, the 45 of Reddick on the inside, both getting a push. The 12 of Brian Blaney pushing Buescher, and the 21 of Harrison Burton pushing Reddick. And look at Harvick up here as well in that orange number 4.
Harvick's been able to make that top groove work. I've watched him back in traffic using some of that resin. Oh, we got a crash down the back straightaway. Looks like Alex Bowman's around.
Yeah, big contact there. Alex Bowman slammed into the side of another car too. So he may have had some contact from someone else, but Bowman goes around, and now 3 of the Hendrick cars have been involved with issues.
There's the 38. It's gonna get squeezed into the wall right there.
By Michael McDowell, teammate.
And I believe the 48 may have gotten contact from the left rear.
Yeah, maybe his teammate.
Maybe.
The 5, possibly. Take another look.
So top of the screen, 38's coming up off the corner. Oh, the 2 did not know they were 3 wide, shoves McDowell into his teammate, and then, yeah, Bowman gets contact from, I believe, the 14.
I agree. They were 3 wide with Larson on the inside, and the 14 didn't really have anywhere to go.
3. Slow run ahead.
Oh, and a problem for Tyler Reddick, who had just jumped the 17 on pit road, and another tire for Tyler Reddick, the right rear there. Man, they have had so many issues on pit road, and he has a wheel coming off here, Kim.
And Marty, you called it perfectly. Right rear tire going down. Absolutely devastating after getting the lead off of pit road. You see the crew there on the back of the car having a little bit of trouble there. So big issues for Tyler Reddick in this team. Again, right rear issue, and now having trouble getting the tire off.
So they did what they wanted to do, and they jumped in front of the 17. But now with this issue, as they look, obviously there's more damage than just a wheel.
That's the 34 of McDowell. Now, who will use that car? As the side draft happens again, Martin Truex Jr. surging ahead as he pulled the 17 back. Now the 17 side drafts him back.
Still here. Clear, huh?
Whoa, the 19's coming up the track a little bit. He's loose. He
Had to get out of the gas.
Oh, my goodness.
You saw the fire come out of the pipes of the 19 car. That's when he lifted off the throttle. And now Buescher's driving away. That's a big gap that Truex is going to have to earn back. But now Buescher knows the weakness.
Truex now trying the high side. It's cost him a little bit in the corner, but a little bit of speed down the straightaway, just not enough.
Watching into one, though.
1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. There's been 6 last lap passes here at Michigan. Will this be number 7? Or can Chris Buescher hang on and go back-to-back after winning on a short track a week ago? What will the 19 try?
3 to the bottom.
Down to the bottom of the racetrack he goes. He's closed the gap. Off of turn 4. Buescher is going to do it. He goes back-to-back. He'll win in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, God.